Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever, wherever you're listening. I'm Brandon Wolf, along with my co-host Adam Raymer and Stat Master Brady B. Here on the 19th Grade Podcast, your home for shitty golf advice. Going to start us off with a bang here today, boys. There's a certain level, boys and girls, a certain drunk level that makes everything smart. Hear me out. If I'm 3 to 4 beers deep and we start talking about a business plan, a golf trip, a life plan, whatever, I'm going to have something brilliant to say, some great answers for you, some colossal, earth-shattering shit. Now let's take a step back here. This all sounds great because that person I'm talking to is probably 6 to 8 beers deep. And if I'm 6 to 7 beers deep, my smart thoughts, maybe being funny still, aren't that smart. The conclusion to this is golf is like drinking. You find the right level, the right mix, and on that day, someday, you might have yourself a goddamn day. Golf is so up and down, and what golf represents flat out golf. More than anything, anybody, the person who represents that is our 2021 Wyndham champion, Kevin Kisner. Let's get into it, boys.
I want to
Kevin
know.
Kisner, dude.
Before we go any further, I want to know how long it takes you to write these intros.
That, dude, I find something throughout the day. If something happens, something goes somewhere, I get my first line down and I can write that shit in 3 minutes. It just clicks. I'll do one thing, hear one thing, say one thing, and then I can just go. It's the same thing for music. I used to write music, right? So
do you keep one or two notepads next to the toilet?
I just do my notes on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like in the old days, I'd be walking around with a fucking a notebook, dude. I'd be looking like Dora the Explorer with a backpack and a notebook.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I just, Brandon's intros are second to none on the 19th Grade Podcast.
Well thought out for sure.
I'm guessing you're wanting, and I'm glad you're drinking again. Look at him,
dude. If I don't, somebody else will. Who's gonna buy all the Coors Light at my store if I don't? It's just gonna sit there.
I'm assuming you want to start with Kevin Kisner.
Dude, let's start with Kevin Kisner. Dude, and here's why I love this man. So I don't know if you guys remember last year at some point he was asked, the media loves him. They always mess around with him. He's a great guy. He's from Georgia. He's got a fun Southern accent. And they were like, Kev, you haven't won, period. Like
ever.
What has you coming out? Like, do you really think that you can beat these guys? And he's like, probably not. Like straight up, probably not. And they go, then why do you come out? And he said, because 40th place pays really damn well.
I knew it was gonna be something about money.
It's so true, dude.
It's the Happy Gilmore.
So,
he still gets big checks no matter what.
Give me a big check. Yeah.
It's so spot on. So here's his starts leading up to winning.
All right.
9-17 US Open, missed cut. 45th, 14th, missed cut. 24th, 32nd, 41st, 36th, missed cut, missed cut, missed cut, missed cut, missed cut. 40th, missed cut. 55th, 5th, 8th, 73rd, 63rd, first fucking place for Kevin Kisner. How golf is that? You know what I mean? Like, you can just suck. Okay, good, great, best in the world on that day for the PGA. Like, it's just, he's so golf, dude. And that's why I love him. But he cracks me up because that's for everybody. It's just so golf. That is the definition of golf.
What was his
Hot and
average?
cold.
What was his average finish out of all those terms when he didn't miss the cut? It had to be like 40th. So he
Like,
was
outside of those. I don't know, but I think. Let's see what his average. His average, like
What's his-
strokes.
yeah.
Like his score is a 70, like 70 point something. So that, I mean, that's fine, right? Like,
Well, I'd be fucking ecstatic if I was shooting an average of 70.
like that's great, but at the same time, like if you're shooting under par every round, you're usually going to make your cuts, right? Because you're four under,
right?
You're 4 under through 2 days.
How much?
So you're going to make the cut.
Dude, he had like 5 miscuts in a row.
And then 5 miscuts, then
fifth, eighth win.
73rd, 60th, 5th, 8th win. Like when you just find it for a little bit, and you're going to find it for 2-3 weeks, and then you're going to fucking lose it. And then like for guys like myself, I'm going to find it for 4 or 5 days, and then I'm going to lose it. And the average golfer, you're going to find it for a day, and you're going to fucking lose it for a year. And then you're going to find it for a day, you're going to lose it for a month.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, that's golf.
How much beer was he drinking during those missed cuts?
Kisner, he probably wasn't drunk enough.
Yeah.
He didn't find the level yet. He did not find the right mix. There's a certain level, Adam, that you got to get to.
Oh, there's a perfect level for me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where are you at where you're like, okay, I'm not falling over. I'm crystal clear.
5.
I don't give a shit enough. Like, how many?
5 to 6.
5 to 6.
It depends on what I'm drinking too. You know, if
I just get reckless.
You
like always, but like when I'm golfing, I get reckless. Like, you know, if I get to my 6th beer, 5th beer, I start getting reckless. Like, I just don't care anymore.
I play better. I play better when I don't care because I don't try as hard. I'm like the amazing golf ball whacker guy.
The amazing golf ball. Come see the amazing golf ball whacker guy.
What's Brad doing with his microphone where I can hear
trying to create an echo on accident because I'm an asshole. Sorry.
I loved it either way. But if this, you know, that's Kevin.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Isn't
like,
that
seriously? I mean, you are right though. It's so golf. It's so fucking.
He's
golf.
the most golf fucking guy that there is. Like, if there were to be an example of a person who shoots certain scores, and then he comes in and he wins a tournament, like that's it. Yeah. And then here's what cracked me up, right? Because we're talking about all those missed cuts and all this shit. I don't know if Brad, you want to find his career earnings, but. So over the course of this time, with all the miscuts and shit, right? He goes $0, 42,000, 52,000, 34,000, 63,000, 719,000, $0, 27,000, $0, 0, 0, 0, 0. You know what I mean? 29,000, and then he wins a tournament. Hey, here's $1,152,000. Followed, and then the weeks before that, where he actually finished well, 253,000, 211,000. That's a week.
Brad,
we're not talking about sponsorships, nothing.
Brad, your stat is wrong that you just put up. If you said he has a career earning of,
that's just this year until he won that tournament. I stumbled on that earlier. I do like PGA career earnings for Kisner. That's like the first one that comes up, but
yeah.
Anyway,
it's it cracks me up. I really enjoy a guy like him winning. Like,
hey, this was shout out to Brandon. What's up, buddy? And then Steven. Steven sent this comment in while you were doing your intro. Fantastic advice. This needs to be on a poster.
We need to start selling my intros.
Intros by Brandon.
Yeah, sell my intros into like movie poster size. We'll start hanging them up in the office. There you go. Brad got it. Kisner has a career earnings of $25,586,265. And I think he's been playing since like 06, 07.
That's insane.
Could be wrong. Could be way less than that, but I think that's about right.
2011 is as far back as the records go, but he could play before that, I guess.
Yeah. So I mean, 26 million in 10 years is pretty cool. Like,
yeah, that's only
And
2.6 million a year.
and that's just earnings.
Mhm.
That's not all of his
That
sponsorships.
doesn't count as little Bridgestone that he wears on it or wherever the fuck he wears.
Exactly. Yeah. Nobody knows because he never wins.
He's never on TV. He's
No.
never on TV.
And I want to say he's not he's just not a bad player.
Wow, this is interesting.
29th on the FedEx,
FedEx
rankings. And we just went through him missing 5 cuts in a row. Right?
Yeah. That shows
he makes a lot of cuts too.
That goes to show you that what a 5th, 8th, and first place finish will probably do for you in the FedEx points.
That first place will just blast you up. And I think he had a second place at some point this year too.
Are they heavily weighted on the lower rankings? So if you come top 5, do you get more points on the FedEx board than 20th or whatever? Relatively.
If you're already higher ranked and you win, or you just mean in general, whatever place?
Is it weighted heavier in the higher the higher finishers?
Yeah.
So it's not a 1-to-1 scale.
No, it's whoever wins gets. This is not the correct formula, but
Sure.
Whoever wins gets 30 points. The guy who gets second gets 15. The guy who gets third gets 8. And it goes like that. I think everybody gets different points based on where they're at by a pretty big margin. So Kisner cracks me up, man. I can't get enough of that guy. and he's great. And I don't like to shout out other networks and stuff, but Barstool is pretty big. They're a little bigger than us. So I'll throw them out there. I don't, right now. Yeah. A little bigger than us. They did a play. He played with Barstool and he's hilarious during that. So if you guys do want to check out some Kisner stuff, that'd be a good place to go look. It's what's it called? There's this called Foreplay, Fore.
Yeah.
Play with Kisner.
Hey, I know we don't have this on our agenda, but can we shout out our former guest, Rory Sabatini, please?
He lit it up. What did he finish at? 20th?
I don't know. He was tied for first for what?
2
days? A couple
days?
of days, I think.
Yep. He's I'm just saying, dude. He's finished in the top 10 twice since he's been on the show. It looks like it's a good thing for him. I told him
he
that.
needs to make another appearance.
Right. I texted him that the other day. I was like, hey, dude, just so you know, you've had your 2 best finishes since you've been on the show. That's a direct correlation. But let me see where he did finish. Big shout out to him. And that silver medal was awesome. And again, we do have him, we have a episode with him. Oh man, he came in better. He finished 10th.
Top 10.
At 13 under. So he only lost by 2 strokes.
How much cash did he win for that, Brad?
$148,800.
Pretty good day.
Good day. Yeah. Good 4 days.
Yeah. I mean, just a casual
fun little weekend.
So how big of this?
That's pretty big. It's pretty big.
It's pretty big. It's a pretty big payday. How big of a fuck you is this? Say you go out and you shoot 66, 64, 69, 68, and you finish 10th.
God.
That's how brutal it is out there. Then you got Kisner, who didn't have a lower round than Sabatini at any point. 65, 68, 66, 66. That's consistency, dude.
Yeah. Kisner. We need to get Kisner on here.
Dude, he might be a guy that would go for it. I don't know a lot of golf guys. Interesting stat for you guys. You know how I was trying to get Max Homa on?
Mm-hmm.
You know that shithead played on the same golf team as me for a year at Cal, right?
Yeah.
He still won't come on the show.
He still won't come on the show. Yeah.
Yeah,
shows the fucking relationship that you had with him.
I'm sure I wasn't the greatest person at 19 years old in California, but
No.
hey, you never know. But yeah, there's Kisner. You know, there he is. Shout out Sabatini. There's Kisner.
Shout
Shout
out to Vinny.
Best
Vinny.
golfing podcast.
Yeah. I'm going on Vinny's show after our show on their fantasy football show tonight. So you guys need to check them out too. They don't go live. They just they record and push it out the next day. But you guys need to go give him a listen as well tomorrow.
Check out what's Vinny's show called?
Fantasy football. Yep. Revamped, I think. Is that what it is, Vinny? I can't remember.
Yeah, drop it in the comments, Vinny. We'll shout it out.
Yeah, we'll shout it out.
For my show as well, the PC and Wolf show comes back tomorrow, and we will have we're doing a show with Adam Rank tomorrow. So we're gonna do like more of a fantasy type show.
Yeah.
So he'll be on with us tomorrow. Vinny, that's somebody I need to set you up with, brother. So you let me know.
It's Fantasy Football Revamped. You guys can find him on Twitter at FF Revamped. So
FF Revamped. Go give them a follow. Yeah, Fantasy Football Revamped.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to go into next? You know, I got some flavorful things for us. The Northern Trust picks.
Oh, yeah.
Brad, did you find the field for that? Because I have no clue where to find that.
What was the question?
The field for the Northern Trust.
Just find it, Brad, and then you're going to pick whoever was second in last year's tournament.
I know who won it last year.
It hasn't been working, baby. For shit.
I want you to double down. Just do Dustin Johnson again. Pick Dustin Johnson. He won it last year.
You want me to double down on Justin Thomas?
Yes.
Okay.
So Adam's got Justin Thomas.
Yeah. That means you have to go Matthew Wolf. Why am I hearing an echo?
I have no idea.
Brad, turn your shit down.
It's gone now. I can't hear it.
Hello, echo, 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 echo. Okay.
She gone.
Wolf has to pick Wolf.
That's the thing. Is he even in the tournament? That's what I don't know.
If he is, you have to pick him.
I'm actually going to go with somebody different.
Oh, well, of course. You're going to pick my guy for me, but you get to pick who you want.
Hear me out.
Okay, who you going with? Look, he's scrolling through the fucking PGA roster right now.
I'm going to go with Sungwoo Kim.
What? What?
Hear me out. Sungwoo Kim.
Hold on.
Not to be confused with John Rahm, who I do love, but Sungwoo Kim. The greatest. Not to be confused with the greatest golfer of all time. Tiger Woods and then John Rahm, obviously. We all know that. But yeah, I'm going to go with Sungwoo Kim. Because he's about to Sungwoo win.
He's about to Sungwoo not even fucking play.
If he's not Sungwoo not even playing, then I can't pick him to Sungwoo win. But I will take Sungwoo Kim.
I want to know what's taking Brad so long to find this. Usually he's on top of this shit.
Brad's trying to find out who he thinks is going to win right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't fucking cheat either because the tournament ain't started.
Dude, when you come to, you might as well just throw it at a dartboard, in the top 10 and hope. Dude, it's so hard to guess on golf.
Brayton's pretty good about getting top 10s.
We need to start betting just those, man.
My top 10s?
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah. I'll go with Matsuyama.
Ooh. Hideki Matsuyama.
Okay.
Hideki Matsuyama.
Can you just tell me if Justin Thomas is in the field before I pick him and he's not in the field?
I think he's got to be in there. What about Sungwoo Kim? Is he also in the field?
Yeah, they actually tee off at the same time.
Who?
Justin Thomas and Siwoo Kim.
Oh, hell.
Get bodied, dog. Head to head. Your golfer don't want none. Justin Thomas does not want the smoke, people.
Roll Tide.
Roll damn Tide.
I'll change mine. I'll pick somebody else out of that group.
I was going to say you should pick the other guy in our group.
Yeah. Who's the other guy in our group?
Okay, we got Brandon's favorite, Bryson, naturally. And last week's winner, Kisner, which I don't see him repeating at all. And then two guys I don't know, Burns and
Sam Burns.
Ooh, Sam Burns was going to be my pick. That might be a good one, Brad.
I'll go with him because I don't like Bryson. personally.
Me either. Yeah.
Kev,
All right.
I'm just joking. I don't know.
So we got
What?
Justin Thomas,
I'll take Thomas.
Woo Kim,
Woo him.
and Sam Burns.
Yep.
All in the
Burns
same
is a
group.
good. Sam Burns is a good pick.
That's what I was gonna pick, and then I was like,
Thank
you know
I
what?
thought about it for a long time.
You such
Yeah.
a ass.
Dude, what credit do I get if Sam Burns wins?
First of all, he said Brad literally said some guy named Burns.
some guy, boy, I swear to God,
This guy, Sam, number 10th in the world right now. No big deal.
you know, Sammy, baby, the
Ruth?
Bambino.
Oh, he's young. He's only 25.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
young.
He's
He won his
nasty
first
too.
tournament this year.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on, boys. What do we got?
I don't know. I'm just going by what you wanted to talk about.
I blacked
Talk about
out,
it.
dude.
He what?
I wrote this show and blacked out. I wrote what we were going to talk about and then blacked all the way out.
I like the wedges topic. I think that's a good one.
The wedgies.
Okay. All right, we'll go with the wedges.
All right. So
Yeah, I'll be glad to talk about this after you start talking a little bit.
yeah, this is interesting to me by you, by the way.
Yeah. And that was not a
Um,
lie. That was not a lie, that date I sent you either.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
So kind of what we have here, guys, is there a limit to switching club, or wedges? The reason I brought this up is because I feel like I have a fucking musical chairs with putters. And I want to say that's okay. Because you look at guys on tour, you look at one of the head pros at my golf course. A lot of people that I talk to that are, pretty damn good golfers, and I'm not saying it's bad for anybody. What I'm saying is if the really good golfers are doing it, it's okay for anybody to do it. They're switching putters constantly.
Yeah.
Until something works out for them. And I have no problem with switching out putters, which is where I was like, I want to draw the line of like, when was the last time, Adam, that you switched your putter? Like, have you played with the same stuff for a long time? Like all your stuff?
My irons and driver are newer than what my putter and wedges are.
When's the last time you swapped out driver?
5 years. This year. Yeah, 5 years this year.
Okay. So that's not crazy.
Do you want to go putter though?
Yeah. What do you think putter?
18.
This year. Yeah.
Not 18 years. When I was 18. What the? Yeah, Brad, turn your shit off.
I think Brad has the broadcast on one.
I know. No, literally, I have had the same putter since I was 18 years old.
What kind of putter is it?
It's from Walmart.
Dead ass. It's just, it works for you, so don't switch it.
I had another putter that I used that I bought probably 10 years ago, and for some reason it's not comfortable to me like that other
Gotcha.
one.
Yeah. For anybody who's listening or watching, drop what putter you're using in the comments. I'm actually curious.
I am not shitting you. It's a putter that I bought at Walmart in 21 years ago.
21 years ago at putter at Walmart?
Yep.
Do you know like the brand, or is it just
Dude, I don't even know what the brand is anymore because it's wore off.
That's what I was going to ask you. Have you gotten it re-gripped or anything?
No.
Dude, throw a Super Stroke grip on it. It's like $30. They'll do it at Vans. The fatty one. Yeah. We're talking girthy, a real girthy bastard.
Girthy.
Throw that on there.
I want to get my irons re-gripped, but as I told you, I think I'm going to purchase some new clubs anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But
kind of redo the whole set.
Yeah.
Dude, for me,
the wedges aren't as bad though for me. But the putter, it's 21 years old. It doesn't even have a grip anymore. It's just a shaft that I hold where the grip should be.
You talking about peeing or putting?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Look, shout out to my guy Ron Young. He we golf a lot. We golf in this charity tournament too. He said he putts pretty good with this putter. I do putt well with that.
Ron, drop what putter you use. I'm trying to see, like, I really wonder, like, what the standard is, because I know for myself, I played in the last 2 years, Vinny used a hockey stick putter. I feel like Gordie Howe. For myself, I used a Scotty Cameron.
Yeah, of course you would.
Then I went to a Cleveland belly putter. It's like a poor man's Scotty Cameron. Really good putter at the time. And then I went to a bigger ping, which was a hard face. And then I went to my new one is a soft face ping that I love. So now to be able to just switch them out like that, like for example, out of the last 3 putters I had, I think I've had to pay $150 because I have that, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Keep talking.
So that's fun. Also, Ron said he uses a ping as well. Yeah. I wonder, do you remember if he uses a mallet? Mine's a mallet, by the way.
No, I don't think Ron's is a mallet.
See, and I used to only like the blade, and then I switched to a mallet, and I feel like it's like a cheat code for golf. I just feel like using a mallet putter is so much easier.
I will tell you,
aligned.
When I went and looked at clubs, I was just fucking around looking at putters too. And a mallet putter to me, I swung it, just hitting it, I was at Dick's or something.
Yeah.
And, they have that little where you can putt a fucking, on their great turf they have there. I swung that thing with the super stroke on there, and I'm like, why have I not bought this yet?
I told you, yeah, that's what I have on my putter right now.
It wasn't even the face to me. It was the grip that made it feel better to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there you go. Brad's got one in our video right now. He's got a super stroke, an extra one.
Would you do?
Yeah, I switched mine, and I loved it. Out. Just in case there's a shortage of super stroke putters or putter grips all of a sudden.
Right.
Hey, they told me they couldn't find my grips anymore, so thanks a lot.
There you go. Ron said he just changed to a TaylorMade. So the TaylorMade Spider is the #1 putter on tour. I do know that. I've thought about switching to it, but it's a very small mallet, which is like what mine is. I would say that my ping that I have right now is very close to the Spider. It's probably ping. It's probably like Ping's Spider. You know what I mean?
Do you think if you got that putter to quit making you 2-putt and actually make birdies instead of pars?
No, absolutely not. No. I think no matter what. Actually, I will say that I have putted very good. I did drop like an 80 or 90 foot putt for birdie with Brad the other day.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I would say whatever putter you're using now, dude, stick with that. Like since I met you, your putting was better last week than probably I've ever seen.
Okay, first of all, hold on. I got 2 questions on this putt. 1, why the fuck are you putting an 80-foot putt when your greens and you're sticking it 10 feet from the hole usually? And 2, I need video evidence that this bitch made an 80-foot putt.
It might have been longer, dead ass serious.
Third question. How big are these greens where you're playing?
They're usually small. They're long.
What she said.
They're narrow. Yeah. Narrow and long, or short, like no depth and long.
Okay.
So this particular hole it's like 185-yard par 3 that it played that day. It was back pin. So it's like 185 on hole 5.
Oh.
And it's just a super narrow green and really, really long. And we had wind in our face. I didn't hit enough club. I put it on the front of the green, and the pin was back left, and I sunk it.
So you were like front right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, front left. So it looked like it was going to be right at the pin, and then it landed, and it was just really short. I was like, that's going to be a really fucking long putt from there. And then I dropped it. So that was cool. But, there you go. TaylorMade Spider is $280. I feel like that's a lot of money for a putter.
Look at this stat Brad threw up. The longest recorded hole putt in a major tournament is 33.5 meters, 110 feet by Jack Nicklaus, 1964 Tournament of Champions. 110 feet.
Dude, that's a long putt.
That's a yeah. You seen that?
Good
What's
Guinness
that thing?
record.
What's that
Yeah.
video I saw of Nicholas? I can't remember who it was. It's like, there's no chance I can make this. He's like, you just got to hit a good putt, and the fucking green's like
Like a
Nicholas
quadruple
lifts-
breaker.
Oh, dude, it was like 4 breaks. Nicholas drops a ball, gets up there, looks once, fucking smokes it, and it goes right dead. I mean, dead nut. It had a lot of speed to it, but it went dead nut in the hole, dude.
Yeah.
At
That's how you
first-
have to hit
At
those.
first, I thought it was fake, but then they showed different angles of it, and it's like, holy shit, he actually hit that. It's
Yeah.
insane. And this wasn't in 1964. I'm talking, this was like, he wasn't even playing anymore,
Right.
or playing every day.
Yeah. A little rusty.
I
Just
think
knocking down.
I think it was one of his courses he designed too.
Of course.
So,
it
like-
was. So he knew the breaks, dude. It
Dude.
doesn't matter. From that distance, it
Dude,
really
it was like 85 feet with 4 different fucking ridges, uphill, downhill, left, right. It was insane.
That's great.
Why is Brad throwing up a swimming? What is going on here? Michael Phelps, 159, 2012 Alfred Dunhill Links Championship at Kingsbarn. The hell is that, Brad?
159-foot putt?
Yes.
Michael Phelps?
Yes.
Michael Phelps, the swimmer.
Yes.
Michael Phelps said, fuck you, I will break Olympic records, smoke weed, and drop 200 footers. Sign me up, bitches. That is
He's
a guy.
the triple threat. The fucking triple threat, dude.
This just in, Michael Phelps fucks. I mean, good Lord.
Hey, let
That
me
man
go.
made
Let
a
me go.
160-foot putt?
Let me go win a gold medal, and I'm gonna smoke a J, and then I'm gonna go shoot 9 real quick and make a 160-footer.
Dude, what the hell? Some people just got it, you know?
Yeah.
Phelps is one of those guys.
For Eagle, by the way.
Of course.
Of course.
Just
Yeah,
to make it.
Wait a minute. Is he a good golfer?
Mm.
Can we find that out? Because I
Look up his handicap.
Yep.
And while we do that, what was how often you're supposed to change your wedges, Brad? What was that? How many
I'll have
rounds?
to look. If I remember right, it depends obviously how long you play. If I remember seeing, I think pros were anywhere from 6 months to a year.
That's what I was saying to you. Like, Adam,
Yeah.
when I started playing again 2 years ago, I swapped out my wedges like 8 months into it, and I felt a real big difference.
Really?
And I think I use my, like, on our course that we play every day,
Mhm.
I'm using my wedges far more than any other person on a course, because there's a lot of times where I'm using a 50-degree or a 56 from a tee shot on par threes.
Yeah.
So we should switch ours often.
Phelps
And
Phelps is a 26 handicap.
And he dropped a 160-foot eagle.
For Eagle, yeah. What a dick.
See, sometimes it just takes dumb luck too.
It's recommended you replace your wedges every 12 to 36 months. Is that meaning like a amateur golfer or
I
like
would assume
us?
so. Yeah,
like
pros
us?
switch them more often because they're hitting them practice and shit more often.
Well, I'm only like 14 years overdue.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna need to get some new wedges. I think.
My 56 and 60 I bought at the same time that in 07.
Oh,
You need to tweet
Are you
tweet a
serious?
picture of the faces of your wedges from our Twitter
Adam,
account.
go grab it. I want to see this thing. Please. That
I'll
thing has
grab it
gotta
after.
look
I'll grab it
like-
after the show. And
Okay,
I'll show you.
there's
freaking-
no way that there are grooves still on the face
No
of
way.
your wedge.
Oh yeah, they look like a fucking heart monitor.
Oh, they're all chunked. Dude,
Oh, yeah.
you need to get new wedges. We're gonna start a GoFundMe
Fucking
for
hit
Adam's
'em.
new
Hit 'em.
wedges, dude.
Hit him
Holy
fucking
shit.
pure as hell too.
Dude, there's a lot of if you're not watching live and you're listening to this in the morning or the next day, that was a very sarcastic hitting them pure from Adam there.
I very rarely use a wedge anymore unless I'm on the green or close to the green. I have a gap wedge that when I bought those irons like 5, which I think it's set for 60. That gap wedge is. I think
Like
it's
the one that
locked-
came with your set.
Yeah, like it came with a gap. Didn't come with a sand wedge, a gap wedge, pitching wedge, and then hybrids in my irons.
Yeah.
But I had those. I bought that 56. They're both Cleveland's.
I like Cleveland wedges.
Maybe. I think they are. Fuck, I don't know. I'll have to look. Again, yeah, they're so old, dude. Like, I do need it. That's why I'm gonna get new clubs. I'm just gonna buy everything fucking brand new when I get them.
Do the new bag. Wait for whatever you guys do, profit sharing at the end of the year for your business or something,
No new bag. I got a new bag. It's an Alabama bag.
Who works with you? Is it Steven? Yeah, just don't pay Steven next week and just,
Yeah, he doesn't need a
I'm sure
paycheck.
he'll appreciate that. He doesn't need a check.
Sorry,
He doesn't
Steven.
have bills. Yeah. Sorry, Steven.
I'll just
Johnny
sign,
needs a new
Steven. I'm
credit
just gonna sign your bonus check over to me.
Yeah. That's
Your
cool,
commission
right?
check. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't hear anything from him yet,
Yeah.
so we're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
But yeah, wedges, I would say everybody should check out their wedges and see what they're looking at. If you're having trouble chipping, probably just because you're not swinging the club correctly. But a new set of wedges will help with ball spin, popping it off the face. Even for myself, having newer wedges and switching them out, I could feel an immediate difference. So drivers are tough. If you like what you have and it's still got a face, stick with it. But if you get a new driver, like Brad just got a new driver, put some time in on the range, you will figure it out. I'm sure we'll figure out yours, Brad. It'll take some time, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's hard.
Steven has a good. If Steven was still, I don't know if he's still on here or not, but if you are, he has a. I think we've talked about it, but I used his driver one. He has a Callaway. I don't remember what it is.
Callaway Epic or Apex or
It's old. No, it's old. It's older. But one day we were in that charity tournament. I was like, "Let me try to hit yours." He's like, "All right." So I get up there and I put the Adam Raymer fucking smackdown on it. Like I swung as hard as I could, like DeChambeau'd it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like feet come fucking flying apart. And I hit it straight as an arrow, about 320 in the water. Like it just splashed right. He takes his club and looks at it and he's like, dude.
Oh, that's the one you stamped the middle of his driver, right?
It still has it on there, a blue line and dimple marks all over it, dude. For me, I tattooed the shit out of it. I mean, I didn't even feel it hit the club.
See, I would have bought that driver the next day. I actually, funny story with that. I was doing like a glow ball tournament, and I didn't want to use my own driver. And I have like one of the newer Titleist ones, the TSI or TS3i, TS2i, what I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. Anyways, it's like a $600 driver. I didn't want to hit it with a glow ball. And this guy I'm playing with, who's like not a good golfer, but has all the new bells and whistles. It was not Brad. It was not.
Brad raised his hand.
Brad, you're doing pretty well lately.
I know my place.
He had the brand new sim too, and he's like, "You just hit mine if you want, bro." It's like, what? It's like a $700 driver. Like, all right. So I hit it on all the par fours, and I fucking smashed that driver, straight as hell, just smashed it. And I was like, you know what? It's probably because I don't want to mark his club, so I'm like making sure that I hit this thing dead perfect. It's, you know what I mean? Like I'm making sure that I just hit it dead center of the face because I don't want to mark it. It's like I bet if I treated my own club the same way, it'd probably be a little better. But yeah, I don't know. I go through that's my hardest club in my bag still is my driver, man. I struggle with that. It's either just on fire or I can't hit the damn thing to save my life.
Brad put your stat up there. Average tour player replaces the wedges at least a handful of times per season. Probably comes out 35 to 50 rounds.
That's often.
Yeah.
It's just a little more than what I play.
But if you're getting free clubs, like obviously,
who cares? Yeah.
See, that's what I was going to say too. Not that I don't have money to buy fucking wedges, but these guys are getting handed shit fucking every week. Look at Costco. Yeah, we're going to get to. You want to get to that? Because I know you put that in our text message today. Go ahead, Brad. Go ahead and tell them about what you want to talk about. Your wedges.
The Costco wedges?
Yeah.
We've brought that up before on this show. I like Costco wedges.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just my bias either. I mean, it's other guys that are getting them, and like any of the YouTube videos who compared it to the SM8s, flight's the same, spin is the same. It's like they just paid off Titleist and said, just make us wedges.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I have. The SM8s that when I got them were 210 a wedge.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Cool story, bro.
So $650 later.
$180 a set. I think they were like $10 off when I got them. So I think I got them 170 out the door for all three.
I was going to ask what comes in, what loft comes in those.
You get a 52, a 56, and a
60.
Yeah, I wish it was a 50 instead of a 52 though. Honestly, Brandon knows this, but that's probably just our course.
Yeah, I don't know. Having a 50 is good. I think the difference between a 50 and a pitching wedge is good because your average pitching wedge right now in the new sets is like a 46 degrees. So
doesn't it bug you that like a pitching wedge isn't a pitching wedge between sets?
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys learned anything from us so far today, which you probably haven't,
No.
check your fucking wedges, switch your wedges, and go to, if you're on a, like, not even on a budget, that's still $170. But if you want the best bang for your buck is what I should say. The best bang for your buck are the Kirkland wedges from Costco. If you don't have a Costco membership, hit up, do a group text with your boys. Somebody has it.
Yeah.
And go grab them, dude. I mean, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, you'll
Brad,
want to regrip them.
Brad, take a
that's our
picture
only
of your
knock.
card and throw it up on Twitter.
There you go.
Yeah, give them let them take it in. Then they need your credit card too.
Yeah.
No problem.
16-digit card, CVV code, expiration, name on the card.
Social.
So just the last four. Just the last four. It's okay.
Right. Which that brings us into, speaking of dollars or your chickens, if you will, how about birdies? How many birdies around? Now, when we say this, we're saying like, what do you think the average birdie is around? Like, how often are people birdieing, right?
Are we talking across golf, period?
I got them all for you. What do you think a scratch golfer, how many birdies do you think the average scratch golfer has around?
So you're saying you.
Yeah. How many like times do you think I birdie around?
5.
What do you think, Brad?
2.
The average scratch golfer, well, not the average. Sorry, there's not an average scratch. A scratch golfer birdies on average 2.4 birdies around.
So Brad was close, yeah.
That's it.
4, but I was thinking scores. I was thinking,
but for me, no, I would like for a scratch golfer, I would think like 4,
yeah,
3. But then the more I think about it, like I'm a scratch golfer, and some rounds I'll birdie 5 times, but most of the time I'm birdieing twice or 3 times.
Yeah.
Usually it's like twice. Sometimes it's a lot better. Sometimes it's 7 times, but I'm gonna bogey. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's more rare, right? I think that's what really separates you, right? Is that you're not on average nearly as often.
Right, exactly. And then on average, I'm birdieing twice to 3 times around. So the 2.4 is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So you're how many times do you think around a pro golfer is birdieing?
Well, Brad already threw that stat up. It says that's the best player on tour right now. Averages around 5 birdies.
Yeah, 5 birdies. So, how about the average guy? What are you thinking? Average pro.
Well, it's going to be less than that, but it's going to be more than, I don't know. Let's go 3.5, somewhere in there.
Very close. 3.65 times around for a pro. So when we think about our rounds, right, and we're all pissed off that we didn't have any birdies, shit like that.
Yeah.
Birdies are not like, they're not something that's happening for everybody every round.
Right.
If somebody who's scratch is only getting about 2 around and pros are getting about 3 to 4 around, birdies are hard to come by.
Of course, Brad had to throw up the stat about Colin Morikawa averages 4.4.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But he must have more bogeys than the average person too, right? Because he's not winning every tournament.
No.
So, but it all comes down to basically like, so proximity to the hole, right?
Right.
how close are you to the hole? Because for PGA players, 3 to 5 feet, within 3 to 5 feet is 88% make rate.
What's your make percent on that?
For me,
Yeah.
3 to 5 on a normal course, I'd probably say 90, 80, 88, or 85 to 90%. 3 to 5, yeah, probably around tour average.
Okay.
This is where it gets different. 3 to 5 to 10 feet.
Well, I bet it drops drastically.
Crazy drop.
Yeah.
57%.
I was going to say 50. I was just going to say 50, but yeah.
So you got basically a 50-50 shot at making a 5 to 10 foot putt. So like you're not supposed to make those, by the way. Like, and then 10 to 15 feet, 33%.
That's actually higher than I thought it would be, honestly.
But again, that's for a PGA Tour.
Oh,
pro.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like to loop us back into that. 15 to 20 feet, 19%.
Wow.
Like you're not just making those.
Yeah.
So when you miss like a 5-foot birdie, a 10-foot birdie, you're not supposed to make that. Do you want to make it? Absolutely you do. We all do. But don't get down on yourself because that's golf. That's the game. But so it's proximity. Like on par 4s and 3s, most players are averaging above par. And only a select few barely average a score better than par. So all of your like birdies come on par 5s, basically is what I'm saying. And for like at the course that I play at, we don't have any par 5s. So it's harder to come by. Par 3s and par 4s are the toughest holes in golf. Par 5s are your easiest holes typically. So that's, if you're playing a lot of par 4s and 3s, don't worry about not birdieing them. If you get your par, that's awesome. Bogey's cool. Don't think that you're going to go out there and get 100 birdies because you're probably not. But on your par 5s, those are when you need to birdie, right? That needs to be a par or a birdie for all of us.
Brad, what score do you shoot for when you play? Obviously, Brandon wants to shoot par and under, but when you play, what do you say? Like to me, it's like if I can like 12 over for me is like my goal. Like I want to shoot low 80s for me is good. I've shot in the 70s a couple of times recently, but like if I shoot like 82 to 84, something like that, because par 71 on my home course. So if I'm 10, 12 over, I'm in the low 80s. But what do you shoot? Like what's your goal to shoot?
So I'm a 16 handicap, not great. But in my head, like I always I'm trying for 10. Like that's always in my mind of where I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I have in my mind that I'm a 16, without fail, I end up at fucking 16 by the end of the round. It's like you're attracted to this, stupid ass number. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's like it for you guys, but
no, that's for sure true. It's like when I start parring everything and I'm like, I'm fucking mad. I'm like, oh, there's another par. And I literally, I will say it like that. But, oh, another fucking par, another 2-putt par. It's like, dude, that's fine. Like you want par these par 4s and 3s, but in
you
my
see
head,
that all the time, right? Like people like forecasting a shitty shot that they then step up and have that shot. We all do it. Everybody I've played with does it.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to be like, if I played bogey golf, I was happy because I knew that I would get a par. I'd par a couple of holes in between that. Like if I played bogey golf, to me, I was playing decent. And you think about it, if you're playing bogey golf and you throw a couple of pars in, you're still probably going to shoot in the 80s.
Exactly, yeah. In high school, when I was a freshman, that was my goal that year was to play bogey golf.
Yeah.
And I well exceeded that.
Yeah.
And I played great golf that year, but that was my goal going in. I want to bogey every hole.
Yeah.
But what that did do is I didn't double bogey a lot of holes. If you're like, fuck, it's bogey, bogey or better. So that was my mindset going into everything. This is no worse than a bogey, and I was happy with a bogey. When we get overzealous and we're like, I want to fucking birdie every hole and blah, blah. Then you start, your expectations are too high and then you get pissed off and do stupid shit like me, where I get pissed off at pars. It's like
I
when you
never-
start
I
set that
never
bar
get-
at a different level, and it's mentally it's tough.
The only time I get pissed at a par is if I miss like a 3-foot birdie. Then I'm like, you
Mhm.
fucking idiot.
Don't worry,
Most-
he doesn't get a lot of sympathy on the course for his bullshit.
No.
Yeah,
When he's
people are,
whining about his pars.
Yeah.
people are like, "Fuck you, Brandon. You're
Yeah.
a dick."
You just striped one 330 down the middle, bro.
Dude. So speaking of like handicaps and stuff, Brad and I did a bet on what was it? Friday?
Yeah.
We did a bet on Friday, and I gave Brad 5 strokes aside.
Mm-hmm.
And the bet was like $20, and he gets to pick a hat from
If
my
I
hat
beat you
collection.
outright.
Yeah, I get to protect 3, so it's like the expansion draft. I get to protect 3 hats if he beat me outright, and I double
Guys,
bogeyed the first fucking hole.
What'd Brad do?
Hard,
Oh, fuck.
and then guess what I shot? 2 over. It's so that was like it's funny. We typically play like to our handicap no matter what, right?
Right?
Yeah.
So I went out and went, double, then I parred, then I bogeyed, then I parred, then I parred, then I birdied, then I parred. Like you're just, and that's the difference. So like Brad, Brad went out and he went, par. I think he was like par, bogey. And then-
I parred the first 3, and I had birdie shots on 2 and 3, and then the wheels slowly started to come off.
And it's just crazy though, right? Like you're gonna,
Oh, it's crazy.
your handicap is there for a reason. Like you're usually gonna shoot it.
Yeah.
But when you get that hot start, like I was fucked, right? I'm 7 strokes down. And then it's like you have to hit every shot perfectly.
Fucking Brad.
One day it's gonna happen, Adam, and I'm gonna fucking throw the biggest up. I might bring a cake on the show. I don't know.
Brad did shoot 2 under one day through 9.
Yeah.
And then I
Should
still
have bet
beat
you
him.
the front 9 that
I still
day.
beat him. Yeah, but dude, he was
Nothing
fucking on
nothing-
fire.
Nothing was better than the day that Brad hit the best drive of his life, and then Brandon comes up and smokes one like 25 yards past his.
Oh yeah, that was a good day.
I will
Great
say, I
day.
think those days are long gone. Brad is hitting the piss out of his driver lately. Like he's nailing it typically.
All right, let's get into the last thing. We're 53 minutes in. Best golf world records. I need to know where you're going with this.
You guys are gonna love this, by the way.
Okay.
These are awesome.
At least he's not pulling out the 600-page rule book again, talking about fucking if your ball gets stuck in a goddamn cactus.
I thought that was
You can't wrap your towel around the cactus. You have to wrap
Mine's
it
the
around
orange.
yourself.
I like the orange
The
rule.
orange
still.
one, yeah. Hit
You
the
gotta
fucking
your
orange
ball
down.
if it's stuck in an orange. You gotta hit the orange.
Yeah. All right, let's get to them.
All right, best golf world records. Here's the number one.
Mm-hmm.
Not number one. Like this isn't my favorite. I'm just gonna start off. Here's one. The longest putt. The longest putt was 125 yards. And it was accomplished by a 66-year-old man, Fergus Muir. It happened back in 2001 at St. Andrews Links on the Eden course. He made the shot on the 5th hole from right at the tee.
Wait,
125 yards with a putter
so he used his putter
on a links course.
on a links course.
Dropped it. So like,
Fucking insane, bro.
could you fucking imagine?
No. Wouldn't have even used my putter.
Yeah, why is he using his putter?
That's a great question. But the thing is, boys, if we're 130 yards out from now on, putters
You
it
did
is because
well,
we're
yeah.
going for world records.
Yeah. I guess Guinness just needs to follow me around the next 2 months.
Right? Like there were some of these in here that I was like, maybe I could beat some of these. And I'm like, it would take forever.
Yeah.
But Here's one that I do not believe.
Okay.
Wholeheartedly, there is no fucking way this happened. But it's there. The fastest round ever completed was in 13 minutes and 42 seconds. This is what I don't get. To make this record happen, it says, a team of 80 golfers were placed around the 18-hole course, all doing their part to make the time the record.
So my guess is you had a person on the tee, a person in the fairway, and a person on the green.
And they all just went.
So the drive
was an
so a
80
guy
team of golfers.
So a guy hit a drive. The guy that's in the fairway was waiting. He goes up and hits that shot to the green. The guy on the green's waiting for the approach shot. The guy finally gets the approach. The guy putts. That's what I would think it would be.
It's got to be, right? Because it's not even humanly like if I went and ran 18, I can't do it in 13 minutes.
Dude, it's
got to be 80 people.
That's less than a minute a hole.
Yeah, that's insane. All right. World's longest hole. Give me guesses.
No, fuck. It's going to be something fucking crazy, dude. I mean, like
just
750.
880.
Longer and longer.
Fuck.
I will tell you that there's a 700 and some yard hole at the Gallery, my home course growing up. It's a par 5. It was very tough. The longest hole in the world can be found in Sano, Japan. It's a par 7, 7th hole. Measures a whopping 964 yards.
Could you get there in 3?
I don't think so.
You could get there in 4.
I could get there in 4 easily. It'd be 300.
275.
275, 280. I have hit my 3. Brad seen me hit my 3-wood 290, 295, but it was teed up. You know what I mean? Like I can't tee the ball up in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah. I mean, you
He
can.
lines this thing up and tees his 3-wood like 3 inches off the ground, right? And
Yeah.
He's got this narrow-headed 3-wood, and you're like, there's no way he's gonna hit the fucking thing. And just unleashes the beast. I swear he hits it further than his driver. It's dumb as fuck.
I put it 6 feet from the pin too on a par 4 with that 3-wood shot. I think I 2-putted. I can't remember.
Yeah, of course he did.
I did not eagle. I want to say I
That
bird.
sounds right.
I'm just going to tell you, it would take me to, let's just say 270, 240. Oh, fuck. I'm getting there. It's going to take 5 for me to get there. But still, if it's a par 7 and I can get there in 5,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm 3-putting for an 8.
That's not bad. Yeah, 3-putting for an 8. All right. How about this one? The most played holes in 1 year. This record is held by an Arizona man named Brandon Wolf. Just kidding. It's not true.
I almost was like, damn, he's from Arizona?
This record is held by a Canadian golfer named Chris Adam.
Mm-hmm.
In just 1 calendar year, Adam managed to play 14,626 holes.
Oh, my.
And they were all played at one golf course.
Divide 14,000 into 365. He already did it.
What is it?
What is it?
Dude, this man is playing a little more than 40 holes a day.
So that's a
insane.
day, right? He's not married.
No, he has no family.
Or he was married and he is happily divorced.
Yeah.
That's playing a double round every single day and then some.
He's got cats and a lot of beer.
Yeah, that's a cat man right there. That's fucking insane. 14,626 holes in
Brandon,
1 calendar year.
Could you imagine playing, just say 36 holes a day?
Remember I did the Urlacher, the 54 in a day?
Yeah.
My body hurt for
do 36 a day for a calendar year.
I don't know how you do that. I really don't.
I couldn't. I mean, I would. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. Holy shit! Now that I think about it,
you know this man's not married either because he lives in Hawaii. He played it at a Hawaii course.
Was it a
like
par
no man could afford that.
Was it a par 3 course? This fucking putt, wasn't it? Goddamn putt.
I can't pronounce that. That's why I didn't say
6,100
it.
yards from the white, 7,000 yards from the tip. So it's not a short course.
That's a real course. That's a long course.
Yeah.
Not long, but that's a real course.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, okay.
Good for him. So when I grow up, I want to be Chris Adam.
Well, tell Julia now. Hi, Julia, because I know you're listening probably.
She's got to be listening.
Yeah.
Here's one to make us all feel like shit. If you didn't already, if you had a terrible Monday, here's another fuck you. There's a record that's pretty hard to beat. And if I'm telling this to you right now, your ship has already sailed. The youngest golfer to hit a hole-in-one. Christian Carpenter managed to get a hole-in-one at a young age of 4 years and 195 days old. A fucking 4-year-old.
Cool.
Little hole-in-one action.
Good for him.
Good for him. Yeah, I'm happy for him. Pissing it.
What a dick.
What a dick.
God.
I hope that kid's up. I hope he's of age.
What year was that?
99. So he's of age. So I will fight him.
Yeah, I'll punch him in the fucking feet. Goddamn teeth.
Christian Carpenter, if you're listening, I will fucking fight you, dude.
and he can drink, so you get him drunk and then you just beat the shit out of him.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to make it look like it's a, heartwarming thing.
He probably doesn't even play golf anymore.
No, he's probably like, dude, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Lowest score on an 18-hole course.
Mm-hmm.
In 2012, this man shot a 55 at River Oaks Golf Club in Edmond, Oklahoma. 12 birdies, 2 eagles. How?
Okay.
How, Sway?
How?
I don't get it. There's no way.
Brad is just now having fun because the fastest golf cart ever recorded is a speed of 118 miles an hour.
Like, what qualifies as a golf cart? You know what I mean? No?
Yeah.
Like, you could take a fucking Tesla and throw a golf cart shell on it. Is it now a golf cart? Like, that's stupid.
Dude, my fucking governor in my truck kicks in at 108. My truck can't even go 118.
All right. Here's an actual record that I want to try and break. And I think it's possible.
Okay.
Like, I think that at Augusta, we could go there and I can try and break this record.
Let's hear it.
I'm going to need juice boxes, snacks, somebody to drive the cart, and we're going to go for it.
It's like a kid's soccer game.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's going to be named Juice Box that day. Juice Box. Need another one. And that's, the whole time that's their job. So the most holes played in 24 hours. Rob James of Canada. A lot of Canadian guys on here. They do whatever they want. Holds this record, which was accomplished using a cart at Victoria Golf Course. Played 851 holes in June of 2004.
In what now? In just June?
June of 2004. While accomplishing this goal, he hit 430 pars, 45 birdies, and his high score was 87. 4 rounds of 68.
How many holes is that in a month? Was there 30 days in June?
No, it's 24 hours.
He did 840 holes in 24 hours.
Well, yeah. What is that, Brad?
Holes.
That doesn't even seem possible. That's 35 holes an hour.
That's not right.
That's not. There's no way, Brandon.
That's what he said.
That guy's high. Where's
Rob James of Canada holds the record. Most holes played in 24 hours. 851 holes.
There's no way. Look at Brad.
Unless it's like one of those, like, you see in the retirement communities where it's like this little like 9-hole that's packed together and they're all like short par 3s. Maybe
it says that
it would
it's
have to be.
Even what this course is. It says the course. Victoria Golf Course in Edmonton, Canada.
There's another. Okay, so maybe that's true. I mean, there's another guy here. Eric Burns did 420 holes at Half Moon Bay in California, and that is a very long course. And he did this walking.
So what does that convert to? 851 holes in 24 hours. Like how many holes? I guess
that's 35 holes an hour, dude.
That's impossible, right?
You wouldn't be able to do that on our course. It would have to be like half the size. There's no way.
Is that impossible? 35 holes in an hour?
Yeah, you can't do that.
No way. Not even if I had like a side by side, I could race you around the course on. I don't think you'd have a chance.
I've played the front in like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
So that would be
that puts you at 18 holes an hour.
An hour.
So you need to double that, bro.
That's not possible.
If I didn't give a shit.
No, but this guy.
But you got to put the ball in the hole.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But you said this guy was shooting like 68, 70, or what was it, 87? I mean,
that could be the other thing, too. If you're fucking dropping darts and running.
Yeah. You want to leave everybody on that statistical factor?
Seems pretty crazy. I'll leave. We'll go out with this one.
Okay.
The most golf balls to fit in someone's mouth.
Is how many?
This is held by our very own Brad Burdine.
Shut the fuck up. I can fit way more than that.
A man named Dinesh Shavath Alpadaya from Mumbai, India, was able to fit 5, count them boys, 5 golf balls in his mouth.
That's a lot of golf balls, dude.
We will go out with that. Don't try that at home. Adam, take us away with the spot.
Hey, we appreciate you guys listening tonight, watching. If you weren't watching live, go find us on Apple, Spotify, wherever you can get it. Actually, go watch the YouTube video. It'll be up too. Shout out to One Call Technology, who's our sponsor, who is our network sponsor, leader in telecommunications. Give us a call. Call Steven, actually, not me, or go to our website, onecalltech.com. And just so everybody knows, Mondays are going to be our regular days now instead of Thursdays. Yep. We're going to do 6 to 7. That way, when Monday Night Football comes on, you guys can watch that. We didn't want to come in the middle of Thursday Night Football. So we are switching to Mondays at 6. That way we get people to watch us.
Adam's time.
Oh, yeah, 6 Central.
Arizona time.
Which now gives Brandon and them, because I know exactly what's going to happen. They're going to go play golf.
Yeah, Brad, are we golfing right now?
Possibly.
I
gotta talk to the high command.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Go ahead, put it on mute real quick, and then we'll take our shirt off again. And
Yeah. Also, guys, they One Call Technology is running a special this month. All of Steven's bonus is going to Adam for new clubs.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys give Steven a call.
Yeah. Thanks, Steven.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, boys. Next week, Monday, we'll be back. Look at him.
Peace.
Up here. See y'all.
Bye.